Beautiful people, enjoy the remains of the day. The sun is shining. The sun is shining. Yeah, the little people are still swatting the mosquitoes. And here it is, yours truly, the market sniper, the crypto sniper, and the reset sniper talking to you. Yeah. Same temperature south of France as in England. But in England, climate emergency, the sun is shining, it is hot. It's also summer, but hey, global warming, there's no water, we're gonna die of thirst, people are gonna get strokes. If you've had a vaccine and you go in the sun, you might die. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got a bit distracted. It's actually a crypto channel. Let's get on with it. Bitcoin, what's going down? Give us a hit, a like, smash that like right now. We need your support. Smash the like. We don't charge. There's no ads. Nobody interrupts. There's no shilling of shit coins that we bought and pumped and waiting to dump on you. There's no begging you for money and then doing OTC dodgy deals and sending it to our FTX accounts to trade. There's no taking 7-digit sums and telling you to run into Celsius or Luna and talking on their stages. No, none of those things. It's just our opinion, real truth of what we really think, and we will be wrong as ever, and occasionally we'll be right. In terms of the 3 bear flags currently in the 4th, we were right on all 3 flags so far, so we keep on keeping on, and we stick and we twist on the basis that we do not a bottom call. That's where we're at on Bitcoin, friends. We do not a bottom call. And what has actually been going on is very similar to what happened recently in terms of Bitcoin. Let's go this side with the sun. Very, very, very similar. So I did this breakdown on a community update with charts. I'm afraid you just get the verbal version and a lot later. But essentially on the flags, we always had the foundational. So the flags are essentially a channel in the opposite direction to the bear move, but only just grinding up. So when you bounce along that lower level line, we've broken it down into names. We're very specific about individual components. We try to be accurate. If there's an absence of theory, we develop it so that we can speak accurately about it. We call that the basing ascending grind line. We expect 2 touches again along the bottom, and in between a touch on the top, and then again a second touch at the top. We've already had 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. And actually before the other 3 flags broke, you actually had very, very similar structure. Down, establish the low, rally, establish the high point for the capping ascending grind line. Down, touch the bagel, again second time, go a second time, establish the second point for the capping ascending grind line. Then sometimes you get a structure that squeezes, and round about our splitter, which is what we call the bit that divides the channel in the middle, you often start exhausting out and you don't get to make a 3 touch on the high side against the capping ascending grind line. So did you make sense of that? I'll say it one more time. You don't touch the high side of the weekly grinding channel on the high side a 3rd time. You fizzle. You start to show shines and fizzling, and this often happens on our splitter after it's just run. And we were saying to the community roughly earlier today in the premium update with charts that I give. And by the way, if you want to be part of that, themarketsniper.com, go book a call, have a chat, be semi-sane, be prepared to learn, grow, and accept your own outcomes. Then you could do very, very well with us. We said that you will likely fizzle and not make the other side, and this is the point where I suspect it's going to happen. In short, the Sunday session for me is a point where I expect Bitcoin to turn down. That's what I said this morning to our community. We were at about 21.5 at the time. I said, yeah, we expect to turn down. You're not going to get to the other side. This could be, for those that are available, trained, understand money management, have process, know how to size for losses, a potential shorting opportunity. Not just on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the God market. It still is, guys. I'm not a maxi. I'm not an anything. But let me tell you, if Bitcoin goes down to 10, forget the fact that Ethereum's pumped a little bit up and got to 1,300. The lot gets taken down. The alts have actually been a little bit stronger relative than Bitcoin, and in actual fact we've had a Bitcoin dominance slipping. So Bitcoin dominance is slipping, but it hasn't really been overwhelming strength. It just means the alts have felt a little more oversold and actually had a tiny bit more of a rally in this respite. And I also showed that respite, you should be doing a bunch better, because actually the dollar took a rest going into Friday. It took quite a rest. It ran 109.3s on Dixie and closed 107s. Things like our USD Polish Zloty, our Euro USD, you did exactly as we said on the FX. Swiss franc, key levels of significance, lesson 101 on the course material you will run into on our programs. Right there, given to you for free right now. Key levels of significance, just run, then counter trend move. So what's happened? Euro USD, all the parity trades, 9s, 8.5, whatever. Does a technical break of the level. Everybody wants to get short of the retail muppets, and they all get sheared for a rally back up above the ones. The rest of the down move will come, but when you run the technical level, you actually rally. When the headline is written, you need to be out already. You got to be in for the future headline. This is the game. We are not narrative driven. We've always been technically driven. We watch the footprints in the sand. Elephant. Not. I think little boy with bicycle. But anyway, we watch the footprints in the sand, not the newspaper articles. The newspaper articles are late at best, usually disinformation, and written by journalists that know fuck all, and whose job it is to fill the void with news and opinion. In short, we overrate our own sense of ability to make sense of things, and we underrate journalists' ability, who are paid by news media, mainstream media, and many other outlets, and may not even have your best interests at heart. So with that said, with the dollar coming off a little bit Friday at the close, and who knows how it'll open, just because it came off Friday doesn't mean that momentum continues, by the way. But with it coming off, got to kill some big ass mozzies here that want to eat me. It's coming into evening mozzie session, and I still want to jump in the sea. So by the way, hit the like here. Yeah, I've stopped my swim to give you guys this update as Bitcoin just has started to trigger one or two of my alerts. I'm back here. I'll stay where the signal's strong. Just a like and hit the share. So what do we think happens? We think that you from here down to that lower end of the channel, bagel, basing ascending grind line, substructure of a bear flag, and you grind, and then you bounce between there, just running the 20k. The 20k is the new squeezy, just like the 30k ran through our flag at the 30k level, just like the 40k ran through our flag at the 40k level, just like the 50k ran through our flag at the 50k level. Man, we've been staircase handing this to you guys, flag after flag after flag, and you're getting a fourth goddamn flag. This isn't even funny. This is pattern behavior. What do we say? Screw all your RSIs, screw all your moving averages, understand what is predictive, gives you on balance of probabilities, it's pattern structures, it's volume. These are the things of value that preempt and are before the major moves, not following, not some mathematical lagging garbage. We're trying to, every YouTube, every cheap-ass educator churns and throws out in terms of MACDs, RSIs, bullshit. Yep, that's what they do, because they've got to say something to ask you for money or to get you to follow their channel or whatever. But sometimes you've got to throw out all the garbage. You've got to debunk. You've got to unlearn things. It's what you choose to unlearn and what you choose to reprogram that's almost as important. In many things, you got to learn martial arts. You've got to unlearn things. You got to learn how to move again. You got to learn how to redo things the right way, the way a baby does naturally. When he picks something up off the ground, he squats at the legs. He doesn't bend over. So here we go. So with that, Bitcoin to fall to upper 19s, bouncing, just running 20, maybe fractalized substructure, you could potentially get. And we will be updating this for our community. If we get the fragment or the fractal that we want, we will take shorts on the break there. But we could have taken at the splitter level break, and I've added to a Bitcoin short to my alt shorts that I already have recently during the course of today. And now those alerts are sparking. So that's where we are. That's where crypto is. If you think it's going to be an awesome week, I disagree. But can we be wrong? We absolutely can be wrong. How do we be wrong? A highly impulsive move to the upside, and we have been wrong before many times. A highly impulsive move to the upside, and you run the likes of 23k. That would be a concern for me for my shorts, and I would be cutting and running and taking my beating. That's simple. It's simple as that. But what do I expect? I expect if we to the downside, 15K is a target of our head and shoulders. The only person I know who's called that head and shoulders from about literally 9 months ago, when the 69K high was put in and the right shoulder was subsequently put in just after it, at 15. That is a 15K short. I remember saying, man, that's far away, when that neckline was drawn in and around the $42,000. 42,000 neckline to a 69 head. That was always implying you would have to dump a heck of a lot of thousands. 27,000, that's right, 27,000 from 42 to 69. 27 off 42, where do you end up? You will do the maths yourself. You will come to 15K if you went to a similar school to me, and you will go, wow, wow, wow. He called the possibility. I never said it would absolutely happen. I couldn't then, and I still can't say it now. But I did say the possibility would exist, and now you're seeing it's exactly happening, very much as we said. Nobody would have thought, though, that it was possible. I remember thinking, wow, that's a long way down. It ain't so far away now, is it? It ain't so far away now, is it? And then after that 15K, where else? 12.5 on a bear flag. Bear flags are decent targeting, but not super tight. And a 10K drop, because don't forget, we've done the 50, the 40 flag, the 30 flag, and now you're doing the 20K flag. This is a game of round numbers. You want to know about derivatives, you want to know about pegging, you want to know about the numbers, puts and calls, derivative markets at the key strikes at the 10,000 levels. So 3 Arrows, Celsius, Luna, and all of these guys, they didn't just come here to run it down from 50 to 40K. There will be more. If they've shown up here and they're hunting so that they can introduce their stable coin regulations that they almost certainly want to do, because stable coins are the things that make them shit their pants most about the fact that you might be escaping the financial system, can transfer money without banks ripping your face off, get real time and proper speed, all of that. If they want to get their regs in, they have to turn up the pain on you. Yep. Looking. Hi, Francis. All the best, and thank you for the live update. Absolute pleasure. And that was Ferdy. As it flashed up. So this is where we're at. This is what we're expecting. So you've got to say the 10K could as well be on the cards. So 15, 12.5 and 10. Real cluster. You might get a bounce at 15K. Don't think it's over. I would just again bias on continuation. And if it's a 10K target, that typically means you run sub 10K. That means you'll be single digit thousands again on Bitcoin. Who saw that happening when it was 69K? Personally, if I'm entirely candid, at 69K, I didn't think we would see have a chance of a single digit thousand. And now I'd have to say those odds have gone up and up and up. Trading and technical analysis is adapting as new information comes in, as the environment changes, as the macro changes. And I was the guy who saw the debt potentially rolling over. But it's only as it started to happen and we got further validation for the debt collapse and the interest rate spikes, and we saw, wow, that thing we're calling is truly happening, it's truly asserting. Then we could then start to see the effect coming on crypto that no one else could see, and say, looks like we have that chance that we will in fact make the head and shoulder with a 69K head, the 42K neckline, and the 15,000 target. So next 5,000 could be a nasty old fall, bit of an air pocket. That's what we're getting. That's what we're saying. There's 99 likes. There's 225 watching. That means the rest of you would prefer more advertising, less updates, less technical analysis, and less useful information, more general shilling. So I'll work on that in future. Otherwise, you're free to hit the like and say, sorry, no, that's a bit of a misrepresentation. We're okay without the adverts. We're okay without the shilling my coin. I'll wear fashion goods and buy a Ferrari and flash my wealth, and I'll twerk. Buy my token, hodl it, become part of my cult and be a belief system only, so that you just hodl, bag hold, because I need you as permanent liquidity buyer there for me to dump. You want a bit more of that? I can do it too. No, I'll never do it. Actually, I couldn't bring it to do it myself. But anyway, so technically that's what I think is going to happen. What you do with that information is down to you and on you. And if I get it wrong, it's also still on you. If I get it right, it's also still on you, because you take the trade, you plan your money management, and that's what you do. And we go into more detail about how you should be doing that in our community. You decide if that's something you value. But that's my take on crypto right here, right now. Beautiful sunny South France. Hey, for the South of France, the sun shines. No one's shitting themselves. No one's doing national media alerts on doing red United Kingdom flags. Heat waves. People could die of myocarditis in this heat, pericarditis, and clots, with this heat. Wow, no, don't buy out, and you've got to stop letting the bastards lie to you. Watch out for the crypto. And by the way, Bitcoin turns down, the others will have a little bit of extra fluff that they've rallied into, that they can come down pretty hard, by the way. So alts, don't assume they're going to continue to show relative strength. Don't assume that the Bitcoin dominance doesn't get a little bit of a zip, because if Bitcoin spills hard, the liquidity will drain away from those alts, like somebody who's just had his throat cut. They'll turn pale, and it's beautiful. It's good for your health. Vitamin good for health. Salinity is good for your health. Be strong, be healthy. They're going to cause all sorts of crap on you this northern hemisphere winter as it rolls up. Stock up on your vitamin D. Don't believe a goddamn word the naysayers say. Don't believe your friends, family members are going to make you sick and die. Go out and do things. Stop being terrorized. Their biggest product is fear, misery, and taking away your freedom of movement. I travel as much as I goddamn like. Love you and leave you. Time for a swim. Bye for now.